What's up, guys? MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always. And look at this lighting. Am I not an angel or what? Church of Era. God himself has blessed me with heavenly light today. Pretty good lighting though. It's a very lovely day outside. We've been blessed. We're gonna have 10 days of sun in Sweden in the middle of winter. It doesn't happen every winter, but I'm very happy. But so Evo Japan was played. I'm about to spoil the whole thing, so if you do not want, I'm gonna do a quick recap. If you do not want it spoiled, I'm gonna link it below, the top 8. Unfortunately, a lot of major key fights of pools and the top 32 were not streamed. So this is on the organizers. It sucks. I don't know. They should have prioritized the cool fights like Arslan Knee JDCR. I mean, so many fights you wanted to see. But so check it out. Link below. I'm gonna link at least the top 8. But yeah, if you do want to listen to me, oh my god, what a time to be a Tekken fan. And yeah, I just can't believe what I watched. Like mind blown. I'm recording this 2 hours after watching the whole thing. It took me 1 hour to like regroup because I was like, I just couldn't believe what I saw. And talking about this, it's like you want to go back to, let's say, 2017 and prior to that. Basically Tag 2 and early days of Tekken 7. Who dominated every year? JDCR. He was unstoppable. It got even boring to a point where everyone was like, okay, JDCR Saint in finals, Dragunov Jack. Everyone was so tired of it. And that lasted for years. And then we got the saga of the Kudan Sega and his epic comeback. You know, he was a Mishima god for many years and then he disappeared. And then suddenly he comes back, full force in Tekken 7, wins the 2017 Tekken World Tour. He was the world champion. And was he unbeatable? That's what we thought for a while. And then suddenly Knee turned into Ascended Knee. And 2018 basically belonged to him. Pretty much the entire year. He looked unbeatable. Cherryberry Mango told me like, he's unbeatable. No one can beat him. And then a couple of things happened. Knee went to a tournament in Dubai called OU Gaming. I was invited to that tournament in 2016, had a great time, fantastic organizers, great people. I met people from the Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, many of the countries of the region, super kind people and extremely good at Tekken. Extremely good. You could tell that they had a strong community. And Knee was invited to their 2018 tournament. And he fought this guy called Arslan Ash. No one had a clue who he was, but he completely obliterated Knee. Obliterated him. And then of course Knee had lost the Tekken World Tour tournament. Everyone thought he was gonna become the 2018 champion, but as you all remember, it was Rangchu with his Kuma. But so here comes Evo Japan at the start of 2019 in February. And what happens? That dude from Pakistan, Arslan Ash, who had beaten Knee at OU Gaming, he destroys everyone. Every single top player you could think of, like, well, these are the given Koreans that end up in the top 8. He pretty much destroyed them all. I mean, he went through everyone, and boy did he destroy him. It was mostly 2-0 in matches. Like, it wasn't that he lucked out a couple of times, like he dominated them. He was the better player. And I was thinking he was gonna be a monster, because I remember watching the OU Gaming finals where he defeated Knee. That was, as I covered before, that was the same weekend Knee had his trophies destroyed as Green Arcade went bankrupt. And a lot of people said, well, he's feeling down, so he couldn't play his best. But when I saw the matches versus Arslan, that was not a weak knee I saw. I saw knee. He seemed to play, I mean, if not at his best, I mean, at least 95% there. And he's usually not a player, historically, that's very affected by stress. He has a lot of composure. And after, you know, 15 years of tournaments and a hectic schedule and streaming, he should have nerves of steel. But of course, getting your trophy stomped is something different altogether. But Arslan, you could tell by his gameplay, he was a beast. His movement with those crystal sharp, you know, side steps into 1-1-2s, his poking with the jabs, down for the one with Kazumi. Overall, the movement and the defense. Look at people trying to land lows on Arslan. They are either backdashed, low parried, or sidestepped. Mostly low parried. So I knew then that the guy was a monster. But how was he going to do if he went to a tournament? I mean, you could say that maybe he just had a great day, that OU Gaming tournament. I mean, maybe he just had a great day. And what happens at EVO Japan? You know what, now that we're into spoilers, I thought we could have a match here in the background. So this is the grand finals, Arslan Ash versus AK from the Philippines, right? Amazing player. He's just 18 now. I remember when he joined the scene, so to say. He was just a kid. Was he like 11 when he started competing at pro level? AK is amazing. But EVO Japan was really the legend of Arslan. I mean, he proved that him taking down Knee was no fluke. And it was not a lucky day. Because here he shows up at EVO and he has the same composure, the same obscenely high level of gameplay. And yeah, it wasn't luck. It wasn't a fluke. This is his skill level. And yeah, the Koreans have always been the gatekeepers of Tekken, you know, the strongest Tekken nation, and the masters of the perfect play, what we call a game style, a play style that relies on solid fundamentals, incredible movement, execution, defense, knowledge about the game, and just playing very safe. Of the Westerners and pretty much every other nation or region on Earth, everyone has tried to copy this playstyle and try to counter it, you know. Although we've always, I think, relied a little bit more on a crazy playstyle using gimmicks. But we have great players. I mean, come on. Mr. Naps, Lil Majin, you know, the US has a lot of great players. Joey Fury, Anakin. There are a lot of great players, but no one has ever been able to match these guys' fundamentals. Here, in come Arslan Ash. Is he playing gimmicky? Is he playing crazy? Is he trying to rely on these guys not knowing the matchup, you know, a la Rangchu with Kuma? You know, where you could tell Kudans and Knee had trouble with the hitboxes. No, he goes in with Kazumi, which is one of the most studied characters in Tekken 7. She's so overused. And he plays the Korean way, you know, fundamentally based. And he does it at one level, one increment higher than even the Koreans themselves. He is outspacing them. He is outpoking them. His punishing is more crisp. Every time they try and hit him with a low, he's already there ducking, blocking it, or low parrying it. It really is fundamentals on the next tier level. It's that's what I just find so incredible with this. Every single top Korean, he beats them. He 2-0'd Knee again. And if you look at all of these matches, It's all due to incredible movement and perfect sidesteps. And his defense is just, it's remarkable. You're just sitting there like, is he inside their brain? Can he actually read their mind? Because his blocking is so on point. And always perfect combos, you know. Everything is so optimized. But yeah, this is historic. You know, as I told you before. Oh, is anyone ever gonna be able to dethrone the Koreans and Korea? The nation on earth that's the most into Tekken, that's the most active and plentiful community. And here comes a guy from Pakistan. No one saw it coming, and he just destroys everyone. Everyone. And the top 8 was remarkable, you know, because, as I said, all of these top Koreans you were expecting to see in the top 8, like Kudans, JDCR, Ni, Chanel, Low High, you know, the Evo champion, Rang Chu, you know, the Tekken World Tour champion. None of them were in the top 8. It really is remarkable, and I could talk about this all day, I think. But this is so exciting. Like you have a player now from a region of the world we haven't seen take an active part in the Tekken competitive scene, and he destroyed everyone, and in such so convincingly. Yeah, it's just it's so exciting. I just can't wait to see him take part in. Hopefully, he takes part in Tekken World Tour. I know it's expensive to travel to all of those locations, but I do want to see that. And then what's gonna happen at Evo Las Vegas? You know, people could say, "Oh, is he gonna be able to do this again?" And it's like, don't forget that he did this at OU Gaming. He won that tournament, and that tournament had Ni, who everyone up until just a while ago said was the greatest Tekken player currently and ever. I mean, Arslan has 2-0'd him at 2 different occasions. So he has already proven consistency, this guy. And you know how you prove consistency again? You face every single monster player that's currently active on the scene at one tournament, and you beat them all. His streak in the losers bracket is some of the most astonishing one of the most astonishing win streaks I've ever seen, when you look at all of the top names he beat. And the person to put him in losers was actually Boa Flower, amazing Korean Kazuya player. I've seen him play Devil Jin as well. I don't know who he played. Of course, that match wasn't streamed like many other amazing matches. But he did lose to a Korean player, Boa Flower. And maybe he played Kazuya. Would have loved to see that. But unfortunately, we don't have footage of that. If anyone has footage, send it to me, please. But this is incredible. What a time to be a Tekken fan. And such a breath of fresh air, man. What is going on? The monster player to beat now, it's not... You're not gonna say... You're still gonna say Saint, Ni, JDCR, Low High, Chanel, Cherryberry Mango, you know, insert all of these monsters. But one dude seems to be one step ahead of even Ni himself. And all of those other names I just mentioned. And his name is Arslan Ash. I don't know if you're watching, but huge congrats. Yeah, I mean, I was rooting for him, I gotta say. Seems like a nice dude as well. So thanks for watching. Do check the tournament archives I've linked below, and have a nice day.